Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to do a quick update about my gastroparesis and the natural treatment protocol that I've been doing. Um, if you don't know, I'm doing essential oils, different herbs, medical cannabis, Himalayan salt, and some other things. And if you want to know the details of all that, I will post a link in the description to a video that I did addressing all of that in more detail. But it's been about 2 months now since I've started just the natural treatment, and it's, for the most part, it's going well. I can't really, between conventional medicine and this natural treatment protocol, I can't really say for sure like what a big difference is, except for side effect wise. Side effects to this natural treatment protocol are good. So that's a plus, but I still have issues, and so it's not a cure-all, I guess. It's like whether I use conventional medicine or natural treatment, the gastroparesis is still there regardless, because there is no cure. You know, people treat it as best as they can, but they're not always effective. And that's kind of how this is going with me. I have good days and bad days. You know, Monday was a great day. My body seemed like it wanted to function. My stomach was like, hey, today seems like a good day to work. And I was able to eat a lot more that day. But yesterday and today is different. Like yesterday, my stomach would not hardly function at all. I couldn't hardly eat or drink yesterday. And so that was unfortunate. Like I didn't have any appetite, even with the medical cannabis. And sometimes these treatment options, they don't always work. But for the most part, they do. But there are days where nothing works. It doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't work. I could do the exact same thing I did Monday. That was a good day. Things were functioning, it seemed like. I can do the exact same thing the next day, and there's no rhyme or reason for it. This gastroparesis is a beast with a mind of its own. And so all I'm doing is just moving forward with the treatment and continuing with that, and cherishing the days that are good. And so with that, I still struggle. So it's a daily battle for me. Every single day is a fight for my life. People take for granted this ability to eat, and so they can do whatever they want to, and they live, and they're fine and great. But for someone with gastroparesis, when you wake up in the morning, you know, when your stomach doesn't function, it's a definite fight to figure out how are you gonna get an intake, how are you gonna get your calories, or how are you gonna get your nourishment, because it goes in, but it just sits there and it doesn't move, and you can't fit anything else in there, and nothing else will go without horrible nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, and things like that, which we don't need to go into those wonderful details. But so some of the issues I'm still having with getting enough nourishment, and I'm losing a lot of hair. So I have a lot of hair down here, obviously, you know, I can have some thick hair, but up here, like I'm thinning out a lot. My hair is falling out, and it's not very becoming as a woman. You know, you don't want to look sick. I'll just put it like that. You know, you can be super sick, but for me anyway, maybe it's vanity, I don't know. Maybe it's just hopefulness. I don't want to look how I feel. So when I can't control like my hair falling out, that's kind of a bummer. But and then I have days where I'm extremely weak and my legs don't want to function. They'll be shaky, jello-like, wobbly. And that's because of my neuromuscular disease. When I don't get enough nutrition, it affects my other illnesses that I have, which I have several. So it kind of just compiles on itself and affects everything. It can be extremely discouraging. You know, living your life trying not to starve to death is exhausting and frustrating because it's a roller coaster. One day things are great, next day you do the same thing, things are horrible, and it's horrible for a week, and then oh, I might have a great day, and then it's horrible again, and then it's just kind of back and forth. And I'm kind of to the point where I'm getting used to those ups and downs, and I don't really try not to let it bother me much anymore, deep down. And so, you know, starving for a cure, we're starving to live, and I'm at the point in my life where I don't want to basically die a miserable death, drawn out, years worth of declining. Okay, I'm not fond of that idea. So and this is just I don't suggest this for everyone, but this is just my journey, and this is what I decide. The doctors are not any more help to me. There's really not much they can do for me. I may or may not get fluids, but so basically it's kind of in my hands, and obviously in God's hands. So my job for me moving forward with this in my life is to, I'm going to fight. I want to beat this, and I'm going to do everything that I can in my power, through the grace of God, to fight it, and I want to beat it. I don't, I want to live as much of a normal life that I can. I want to do things, you guys. I want to go canoeing again. I want to hike again. I want to live. I want to live my life. And so I am very determined to beat this. And so I kind of go against the conventional, typical, what the doctors want you to do for gastroparesis. Basically, they want you to eat calories. It doesn't matter how you get them. So it could be a gallon of ice cream, or cookies, or Cheetos, or whatever, just as long as you get your calories in. If you can get in pureed foods with some nutrition in, great, but they're just and I can't do that. Whenever I eat what my stomach may or may not want, it usually tends to be more sugar in it, or junk, or things like that, and that messes up the rest of me. It's not going to heal my body. I want my body to be healed and better, and it's not going to get that way on garbage. So I'm rebelling against all that, and I am eating clean, organic, whole foods when I can. When I can't, it's maybe baby food that day, but it's still organic. It's still, fruits, and I can eat chicken. I can't do red meat really right now, but I'm fighting. So I'm trying all these things, and I'm doing the portion sizes that I can, albeit maybe a few bites here and there, but I'm wanting to nourish my body. So that is what I'm doing, and I take it day by day. Monday was a good day to get a few things in. These last couple days, not so much. But what I do get in, I make them count. And so I am determined to heal my gut. I'm taking those precautions to do so, such as fermented foods, which, again, mast cell issues. A lot of times they don't want you eating fermented foods, or because of the histamine thing or something. But all that seems to be doing okay. So I'm going for it. I'm trying to do these things. What have I got to lose? What have I got to lose? So I'm fighting it. And I'm determined to win this, and I'm determined to be well. If that makes me crazy, or out there, then I guess that's where I am at. You'll find me out there, because I'm determined to be well. I want to live a life. I want the rest of my life with my husband to be fun and a beautiful life, not one that is just fighting to live every day and dragging myself around to do things, not being able to do things, and not being able to enjoy my life or my husband in my latter years. These are eventually will be in our golden years, and I don't want them to be tarnished. And I don't want them lived horribly sick or just continuing to decline and eventually starve to death and die. I don't want to do that. So, yeah, this is me determined, and it's not going to be easy. There's days where I'm going to be very discouraged and want to give up and just toss all this out the window and just roll over. But I'm not going to. I might have a day like that, but I'm not going to overall, because I'm determined to fight this. So, with God's help and His mercy, I'm believing that, He's going to be with me through this and walk me through this and direct me and guide me and show me the way to be well. So anyway, that's kind of just a quick update there, as quick as it could be. I appreciate your prayers, because I'm going to need them. There's going to be days where I know the enemy is going to attack and drag me down and want me to stay in that pit. And I'm determined not to stay there. But sometimes I need intercession and somebody to stand in the gap for me on days where I'm too weak, and to remind me that it's just a day, there's other days, and to not give up. So anyway, with that, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Blessings and shalom.